we're going to talk about public relations, and it's my pleasure to have Sandy Hermanoff, who is the President and CEO of Hermanoff Public Relations. Hi, Sandy. How are you today?
Fine. How are you, Stephen?
I'm great. Listen, Sandy, I have questions about public relations, and one of the main things that I've noticed is that public relations has changed fairly dramatically in recent years. And you being an expert in public relations, could you tell our viewers how things have changed differently?
Well, I think the media has changed tremendously, and in some ways it's really great, and in some ways it's not as good as it could be. But we all remember the traditional media. We all remember, well, you have a story, it goes in the newspaper, it goes in magazines, it goes in especially local newspapers, dailies, TV, radio, and so forth. But those things have changed. Newsrooms have become very tight, and reporters and editors are under a lot of pressure. And I think the economy had a lot to do with it. I think 9/11 had a lot to do with it. So people are thinking differently now, and the media have definitely changed their strategies. So you'll see smaller newspapers, a lot of newspapers going out of business and so forth. So how do our clients, companies out there, get the exposure that they need? Well, thank heavens, here came social media. And that changed the entire landscape of everything. So I think if you have a company and you're not involved in social media, you're really not getting your story out there. The news that's covered by traditional media today is basically hard news, and they're not doing the features and the feel-good stuff that we used to see. So social media is a great way to get that out there. Now, every company has audiences, but one audience that a lot of companies overlook are their own employees to get their message out there. And I would say that if you have 50 people in your company and 50 people are on Facebook or on LinkedIn, and you give them a message that you want to put on their pages, that you're reaching thousands and thousands of customers or clients that they really, really need to get in touch with. So, and you can really control your what you put in social media. You can make it as compelling and as creative as you want, which is really exciting and wonderful. And there's, of course, tweeting, which is wonderful for retailers. It really gets the message out there to hundreds of thousands of people. So I think that is, there's been a change in the landscape. There's a good side of it, and I think we have to keep on looking at the good side of it, and thank heavens for the internet. It saves PR people tons of research time. It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, thanks, Sandy. I think that was interesting. One of the things that I've noticed is that there's a lot of companies out there that, really don't understand what social media is and how to really use it. And I think that, they still have a mindset that, like, I need to be able to put content on it, but that becomes really a difficult thing to do, for them. And I think that, that's where a PR firm like your own could really make a huge difference. So one of the things that I also wanted to talk about is that you are a member of WorldCom Public Relations. And could you give our viewers an idea of what that is all about and how that might benefit them?
Yes, I'm very proud and honored to be a member of WorldCom Public Relations Group, and what it is 114 PR companies all over the globe, and we're connected, really connected very well. So I am in the WorldCom member in Michigan, but I have WorldCom brothers and sisters in every major market and some minor markets around the globe. Now, there are two ways of looking at being a WorldCom partner that really have benefits. The first is that if I have a client that, or prospective client, who needs to get in touch with Warsaw, Poland, or let's say Rio de Janeiro, or Bangkok, Thailand, or Tel Aviv, or any major market, all I have to do is contact my partner in those areas, and we all go through standards. So all of us you have to be a really top-notch firm to get into WorldCom. So I know that my partner in Warsaw is absolutely top-notch. Not top-notch. I've met him. I've had conversations with him, and that's true of all the partners around the globe. So, you know, that's a big plus. Now, the other side of it is that if we have an intranet, so I can send messages to find out to any of my partners, you know, what's going on, what they think about this, if they've done something in a market that in their market that maybe we could use in a market in Michigan. That's been wonderful. And so many times, for instance, we have a partner in Baltimore right now who's opening something in the Troy area. So she contacted me, and we're working together to do that. We actually brought proton beam therapy into Michigan via a partner in Chicago. So, and then we have sent business to our partners, many partners around the globe too. So it works both ways. And it's fascinating because there are sometimes things that are done in other markets that apply beautifully here, and things that we're doing that apply in other markets. So we are in constant contact with each other. We have 2 major conferences a year. This last one that I just went to was in Cancun, Mexico. So that was the American, all the Americas came together. And then in the fall we have Prague. No, sorry, in the spring we have Prague. So that's the AGM conference. That means everybody comes together from around the globe and meets. So that's when I have time to really sit down over a 3 or 4 day period and talk to my partners to find out what's going on in their market. And just one little side tip here, Stephen, that I think it's very interesting. In the Detroit market, we have the Free Press and the News. We have 2 dailies. In Bangkok, Thailand, they have 31. It's like, wow, 31. I mean, we would go nuts with that here. Excuse me, but that's just something that you learn how differently our countries work, and especially in the PR area.
Now, didn't you also say that you were the only one that was actually a member of the WorldCom Public Relations in Michigan? Is that correct?
Yes, we're the only WorldCom member in Michigan. So we know the whole state. We know all of the media. We deal with them on a daily basis, and we also understand different thinking in different markets in the state of Michigan. And I think what's really a great piece of interest here is that most people don't realize that 76% of all communications is word of mouth. So it's really that's really public relations. You know, it's what people are saying about you, what people think about your company, your products. That's a big plus to know that word of mouth is so important. So it's extremely important for us dealing in the state of Michigan to realize that we have traditional media, we have social media, but we also have word of mouth.
You know, one of the other things that I thought is that, can you kind of give the audience a little bit of an idea of what kind of clients that you serve and what type of clients that are best, you know, for public relations, just to kind of give a little bit of a background on what kind of clients should actually look for your services?
Well, we call ourselves a boutique. That's a smaller agency. We're not, this big, huge agency. Our clients are our babies, and we live, sleep, breathe, dream clients. A great part of our during our week, and on weekends, and at night. So that's the first thing. We really are there. We're very accessible to our clients. Second of all, when I say generalists, we've done a lot of healthcare, financial, consumer. I mean, we go through the whole gamut. We've done a tremendous amount of crisis management. We're great at messaging, and branding is our very, very strong tenet. So we have a lot of different areas that we cover. I think the most important thing is that when we take a client under our wing, that we really are, we're very devoted and dedicated and committed to what they do. So we spend as much time as we possibly have to with a client, whether it's a store opening or an event, or it could be introducing a new product. It could be helping somebody just get their name out there and get the exposure that they need. So it's all of that, Stephen.
So really, I think that if someone's really looking for some branding or they need some public relations help, I really encourage our audience to give Sandy a call, and she's at 248-851-3993. And I'm sure that she's going to be able to help you. And I really thank you, Sandy, for taking the time to talk to us here on Live Interview TV.
Excuse me, Stephen. I need to say something about you here because I think it's very important. This is a Google Hangout, and I think that I know that we're introducing Google Hangouts to our clients right now. So all of you out there, if you're looking at a way to really communicate with your clients, you need Stephen, because he makes this happen like silk. And I know he's working with one of our clients right now where they're trying to reach, this is an accounting firm, trying to reach all the kids who are in the accounting programs in colleges all over Michigan. So this is a great tool, and I think that if you call me, we're going to suggest Stephen. So I just want everybody to know that this is a wonderful, wonderful tool, and it's very exciting. And I think we're going to see a lot Google Hangout more than we think. And the people who really don't understand it, Stephen, you need to give them your number so they can call you and get the bottom line here.
Well, thank you, Sandy. That's very kind of you. In order to find out more, just give me a call at 248-860-4151, and we'll discuss, how Google Hangout can actually help your business. So, do you have anything else you'd like to offer, Sandy, before we sign off here?
No, I just think everybody should have a wonderful, bright day. And Stephen, thank you so much for introducing us to Google Hangout. It really perks up all of our social media, and we're very excited about it. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, Sandy. So this is Stephen Kelch from Live Interview TV, and we try to bring programs to you that interest our business partners, and I want you to have a great day.